It begins from day before yesterday, Monday, 27th November, 2023, for the briefing. The day's activities began with a visit to EBA Central Food Processing Facility in Brikama. EBA means Eco-Based Adaptation Project. It is a $20 million grant by the Green Climate Fund being executed by the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources. According to the project officials, Brikama shall serve as the center with subsidiary stations in other regions of the country and shall be responsible for the processing of local and mainly agroforestry products through value addition in order to respond to 1, market demands or market needs, 2, promote diversification in products, especially for tourism, 3, encourage local production over high import demands, and thereby contribute to balancing international trade for the Gambia, and finally, create jobs for the participants, who shall be mainly women and youths, and thereby lessen the push factors to the backway syndrome. Following Brikama was another visit to a rural water supply facility at Tenemfara for a cluster of 4 villages. According to the Director of Water Resources, the package was funded from Japanese support with a total of 20 systems for 58 communities with target beneficiaries of 50,000 population. Commenting further on this package, His Excellency President Adama Barrow at the general meetings in Dalaba and Brikama, and in particular response to community demands, once again reiterated the commitment of his government to national development. In the specific sector of water, President Barrow informed the gathering that more than a double of what has been achieved this year shall be for several years to come from 2024 to 2026 and beyond. He went further to assure Gambians everywhere of his government's target of universal access to electricity wherever one may be, regardless of geographical location or socio-economic status. President Barrow emphasized that everybody everywhere in the Gambia shall have access to electricity for sustainable livelihood and national development, giving way to industrialization. The presidential engagement for the day ended with 2 general meetings at Dalaba in Nyamina and Brikama in Fuladu. Each of these had been attended by thousands of participants, including young and old, women, youths, and the elderly. While community needs, especially as they relate to livelihood and development, were made crystal clear with solicitation for support from government, speaker upon speaker also happily and courageously expressed their resolve to support President Barrow and the ruling National People's Party (NPP) for the unprecedented development it has brought to the doorstep of every Gambian. President Barrow vehemently advised Gambian youths to desist from the backway syndrome and heighten their hopes that through bilateral cooperation with friendly countries such as Saudi Arabia, the Gambia shall soon begin to export labor in dignity for sustainable national development, in which the youth shall be the primary target and primary beneficiaries. Tour activities for Tuesday, 28 November 2023 included 4 main items as follows. 1, general meeting in Wellingaraba in Jara East for the 3 Jara districts. Visit to rural water supply system in Jirof. Visit to Treasure Women Warriors Center in Quinala. Joint meeting in Quinala for the 3 Kiang districts. Like the previous meetings, speakers were selected from among youths, women, traditional and religious leaders. Thanksgiving messages continue to flow in the air, as well as livelihood challenges and development aspirations of the communities. Youth matters such as sporting facilities were expressed as felt need of young people at the Wellingaraba meeting, whereas in Quinala, the concern of the youth centered on opportunities for youths to partake in economic activities as an effective way of combating the backway. Electricity, safe and potable water, healthcare services, and health facilities, as well as subvention for religious and Quranic teachers in the informal sector, were among the commonest solicitations by speakers. Following the presentation of community representatives, next came speakers from among members of the presidential entourage, including Honorable Ahmad Nkeba, Minister for Tourism and Culture, Honorable Dr. Demba Sabali, Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Dr. Ahmad Lamin Samate, Minister of Health, Honorable Babukar Boy, Minister of Public Service, and who also doubles as the Overseer Minister for the Ministry of Lands. And finally was His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow. Matters expressed by community representatives were clarified from policy angles by respective cabinet ministers, as well as by His Excellency, the President. It was made clear that in the short term, the government, under the leadership of His Excellency and through the Ministry of Agriculture, shall provide the following villages: Jabisa, Sankuya, Sankandi, Japine, and Tonyataba, with small ruminant projects for breeding and fattening. Alongside this, Madina Angale and Madina Sanja shall also be provided with health facilities, the President highlighted. His Excellency further elaborated, as he had earlier promised in previous meetings, the bilateral engagement between his government and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with reference to the export of labor from the Gambia through youth engagement, and therefore advise the youths to remain steadfast and committed to hard work for the development of the country.